Actually, I was
Hello.
like, what is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
random?
no, I did.
John's not here.
Oh, hey, there you are.
Hello,
Welcome.
friend.
Still-
Welcome to your Wednesday.
Still trying to get this pie.
So, if you just finished watching us on your tube, your television, thanks for tuning us
magic,
on your phone.
the magic picture box.
Picture box. So Pizza Hut is making it easy for people to break up with their loved ones. You can like order a pie before Valentine's Day, and then it's like, I'm breaking up with you. Here's a pizza.
Good
I would
luck.
actually be like, thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be amazing.
Cow
the
manure
best.
would be better.
They have
Cow pies.
potatoes. You can send a potato parcel.
Or you can name a cockroach after your ex. So
Yeah, there's many ways you can do it.
many ways to scorn
People
your
actually
lover.
do that though. Like, I'm gonna dump this girl. I'm sending her a pizza.
I don't know.
It's over.
It may be happening because I can't get onto the website. I think it's
It's
popular.
probably full.
It's probably, yeah.
So great marketing,
just want a free
Pizza
pizza.
Hut. Anytime any place does anything funny or silly, we talk
Yep,
about it on the
yep.
news, and
I
it's
like
free
it.
publicity.
I think I'm a big. I used to be Domino's. Now I'm Pizza Hut.
Oh, Pizza Hut all the way.
The pan pizza is money.
It's the
No.
bottom with the little like cornmeal bottom or
Yeah,
whatever
I
that
don't
is.
know.
It's
The regular
delightful.
pizza at Pizza Hut is unbeatable.
just like the regular
Just like
hand-tossed pizza.
I just like their pizza
expensive.
better. But now Domino's, if you get the pan, it's pretty solid. But the regular pizza at Domino's, I can't even eat it.
Even with the garlic butter around the crust that they do now.
They kind of weak sauce. They changed it better, and then it got worse.
Realistically, if I'm ordering pizza, like
are you getting?
it's great. I don't care. I probably had a
That's
few
true.
drinks. And I'm like, I'm getting pizza, and then I'm like, this is the best thing in my life.
Pizza's always great. It's hard to screw up pizza.
Do you ever order like expensive pizza when you're drunk?
Not when I'm drunk. That's like if I'm sober and I'm like, let's have a good pizza tonight.
Like a
Yeah,
rec-
I'm
like a-
with you.
Like
It's like we'll
El
call
Mar's New York pizza in Plymouth. It's so good. It's
but you-
huge, and the pepperonis curl up into these little cups with grease.
It's
You know what I'm
funny.
talking about?
I do the same thing. You have the nice pizza,
When
like the
you're,
sit
like,
down
having
dinner,
dinner.
have a glass
Yeah.
of wine, and then like when you're just like
When you wanna-
Friday night, you've had like
like,
4 beers.
Let's
you're
just
like,
get Papa John's.
yeah,
Ah.
whatever. I like
Wow, garlic butter. That stuff's actually dangerous.
If you could drink
P.
that.
John's, yeah, dude.
Yeah, hook it up to an
Anyhow.
IV.
Anywho, no, apparently we love all pizza.
We
all
do.
Pizza.
We're good. We're Americans. It was a
Speaking
test.
of pizza,
Yes.
we're talking about starter dough, sourdough starters.
So Alicia had to explain this to me because I don't know anything about bread making. I'm not a bread maker.
I'm not a bread maker either, but so many of our Care 11 employees have been sharing their own sourdough starters. Essentially, when you make bread, you use yeast, flour, water, whatever, egg, and you mix it up, and that yeast is like a live, living thing. It creates bacteria, and then it grows, which makes the bread rise. You can save that. Some people put it in little jars, and you can grab from it and add it to any, like, more flour, more water. And that's
How does it never
it's
go
shared.
away though?
Because it's like this living, you can always just regenerate it.
Oh,
You
it
grab
just
it
keeps
and then
growing?
it will grow, and then it doesn't get bad because it's like a living bacteria. It's not going to get rotten. From
I
my
actually- I'll be
understanding, that's
honest
my
with you,
understanding. I've
I'm-
never done a sourdough starter.
Yeah, I've
myself.
never quite understood.
No,
that, but-
everybody needs a sourdough friend. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
have a friend.
Yeah.
What's great, so we had Casetta's, which is amazing, delicious Italian restaurant in St. Paul. If you've ever been, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It's
I've been there. Great.
Fabulous. They came on Care in the Kitchen once, and they had this guy that just flew in from Italy. One of their employees spoke only Italian. He went back to the mother yeast to bring back more of the starter that they've had for centuries. And they use that in all of their sourdoughs and their breads and their pies. And
What
I
if
think that's so
someone's-
fun. It's
That's
like it's been
amazing.
like passed down generation
What
to
if you
generation.
stole that? That's got to be valuable.
It
I
has
was
to be.
almost like,
It's like
I don't know,
more
I'd
than a
ruin it.
gold nugget.
Did he keep it in like a container,
yeah,
like
they
a
have like a
Ziploc
little
bag, or
jar of it, and
a sandwich baggie?
I don't know how you bring it over like through customs.
That's
It's just
crazy.
sourdough starter.
So the reason why we bring this up is because the Oregon Trail Sourdough Preservation Society, you saw the video there, they send out free starters from a colony that dates all the way back to 1847.
Wild.
A few weeks ago, of course, a TikTok video went viral, and now they keep getting
can't keep
orders,
up.
and they can't keep up. And this old woman there is just
Wow.
like, I can't stop, please.
poor woman.
I want to go back to my life. I'm tired of sending out all these sourdough
I would
kits.
love to try it though. And theirs was, see, I always see starters, it's like already a wet, living bean and like jars that people give to people. Theirs was dry. So I don't
It
know
was.
how, like, they must have like find ways to dry it out. Anywho,
Yeah.
it would be interesting to taste that. Like, this has been their recipe.
What if it's just garbage?
It could be. They're just jokes on you.
I would love to see the original video. I mean, it went viral for a reason. I'm assuming it's delicious.
Oregon Trail sourdough starter actually helps beat hay fever. What are the things?
Dysentery on the
Dysentery.
Oregon Trail.
Sorry, dysentery or snake bite.
don't
You just wrap it around the snake bite.
I died of dysentery so many times on the Oregon Trail.
I
I
know.
don't even know what that is.
You never played Oregon Trail?
What is dysentery?
I don't know,
I
but it
think
was
it's-
something you got on the trail.
I think it's a gastrointestinal thing where you
It's from the sourdough starter.
can't stop. You keep pooping until you're dehydrated and you
And you
eventually
die?
die. Yeah.
Wow, that's
think those are
incredible. I
dysenteries.
didn't know if
I
it's
was
like a
always
stomach
getting snake
saber-tooth
bites.
tiger stabbing you or something.
When you would have to cross the river, what was that called?
Ford
Ford the river?
Yeah.
That game was so weird.
It was very weird.
great.
So much
Anyway.
fun. Used to play that on
First
the
role-playing game ever, right?
Is it?
I think so. Yeah, you got to make decisions and then the outcomes.
Oh,
change.
right. You pick. Okay, yeah. I
And
think
you had
so.
to ration food and all that stuff.
It's
Fun
a
times.
decision-making game. That's
Yeah.
role-playing is that. Like, it's not like you just go
Right.
play Mario. You actually have to be like, I want to.
Choice. Choices were
Lots
had.
of choices.
All right, let's talk about football. We are 4 days out from Super Bowl L something VXI.
58?
I don't even
I
know.
don't know. So one of the Super Bowls.
One of those Super
And
Bowls.
Vegas got it.
We got Reba singing the national anthem. We got Usher.
Usher, baby.
Usher. I'm
what
so
do you
excited
think?
for that.
I mean, it's going to be hard to beat Stapleton yet last year.
He killed it last
For
year
the
with that
national
national
anthem?
He was so
you notice
good.
they always have a country star as the national anthem, and then they always have
They balance
like
it out with like a
R&B,
pop
pop.
act. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
they
because-
have not had a country halftime person. I can't think.
I feel like gospel country, you have a better chance of having raw voice than like the talent.
because
you know?
people will always be upset too if they get too sing-songy and do their own thing with the national anthem. They're like, keep it the national anthem.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, like before we got like some of these acts, it was like the Who and the Rolling Stones, and they brought out like these old rock and roll acts for halftime.
Well, Prince was in there.
Yeah, and then Prince was
still one of the
in there,
best
but
of
like
all time.
they used to have older acts, and then they, I guess, decided to.
Well, they're
get
trying
younger.
to. It's NFL. They're trying to get the audience. They've asked.
I mean,
T
I would
Swift
say
many times.
Usher's a weird one, right? Because he's
don't
more
think
for
so.
us. Right, because
got
he's
so
old.
many
He's-
hits.
Yeah, no. You see what I'm saying though? Because it's like the legends that are now in their 40s is common. Lady Gaga, Katy Perry.
Well, they also don't pay them, so it's also a person who's trying to make, like,
New splash.
I mean, he's releasing a new album, so this is perfect for that in terms of promotion.
the NFL doesn't pay. The
Oh,
halftime
so that's why
performer.
Taylor Swift turned it down.
Well, and she's like,
She
I'm
doesn't
too
need
cool.
that.
She
Yeah.
doesn't need
She doesn't need promotion.
Right. That's why,
obviously.
like, it's a lot of people like
I didn't
Rihanna made a
know
comeback, and Rihanna was like doing stuff.
She was doing her Fenty stuff, you know.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, they don't pay the halftime person. We
Is
did
that
a story on it when it was here. I forget who. Oh, it was JT.
Yeah. And quite frankly, Usher doesn't need the money. He has like a Las Vegas residency, and also he's Usher, so
He's super
he
rich.
he has money. He's fine.
It's like Dr. Dre showed up there. That dude's rich.
Yeah.
And that was a cool one.
That one was
I
great.
love that.
That really was.
No, there's so many hits. I hope he brings out Alicia Keys. He has so many songs like where they sing together. That'd be cool.
My
They always
Boo.
bring out someone. Remember when Coldplay was the
That was
headliner and he brought out Beyonce and then
Right.
she stole the show?
Overshadowed
I
all
love
of them.
Coldplay. I was like, yay, Coldplay. And then but Beyonce came out and it was like,
Rihanna didn't bring out anybody last year, though. It was just Rihanna. She
didn't
could
have
have brought
to.
out a million
she
people.
brought out her baby.
She did. with
Yeah,
the-
that was interesting.
yeah.
I don't know. Actually, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're talking about Super Bowl betting. You found out you can't. The sports betting's not legal in Minnesota
Which is
yet.
so disappointing because I
been in
see
the-
all the commercials for like DraftKings and
it
FanDuel and
disappointing?
all
It's-
that stuff. I would love to, because I watch a lot of sports. I would love to wager and bet and, you know.
You do lose when you do that.
I know, but, you know. It's,
Johnny Gambling,
the
man, he
fun is in
knows.
the
You
fun
lose.
comes in the losing, you know,
It does.
in a way.
Yeah, it does. I mean, as long as you don't.
fun
Like, I just
comes
put
in the
$100 on
losing.
it, and it's like if
Is that how much this year?
I only put 100 on it.
On what team?
I haven't decided yet. I usually like to.
Vegas odds say 49ers, right? At like 2
I
points or
typically bet
something.
with Kansas City. I've learned my lesson.
Right. It's you usually bet with them and you win. Yeah.
Even, they're underdogs on the road, and they win. They're just.
They're inevitable.
You're not. Anyways, I'm not good at betting on sports. Like I bet the Miami game, and I went to do some of the bets, lost like $300 or $400. I was like,
Ooh.
that was kind of dumb.
That's a lot. I do small game, $5. I'm like, okay, I don't care. It's just fun.
Here, but you could do all kinds of stuff. Like, you could do what they call parlays. And so betting, if you're going to bet straight up on the game, like for me to be interested in it, it's got to be like at least $50 or $100. or I'm not going to care. If it's $20, I won't care, right? It's got to be enough to where I would cash it out of one of these things. If I
$20 would excite me.
right, but I'm not going to go through the process of cashing out of this DraftKings if I win $20. If I
Okay.
win 200, I'll be like, 200, I could maybe buy. I never buy anything for myself, but you know what I mean.
So you can bet $50 in a game. You can come out with a smooth couple $100.
If you parlay,
Depending on the
so parlay,
who?
you are the control. People love it and they're addicted because you control your own outcome, like of the amount of money. So I could do a 10-team parlay, bet $1 and win $1 million, and they'll let you do that.
Wow.
If you pick 10 things in the game, you could pick the coin flip. You could pick. So if the coin flip you get right, if the Christian McCaffrey goes over 97 yards, you pick Kansas City's going to win, and they all happen, all 10 of them. It's like $1 million for $1.
Really? But that's all depending on
But it's
luck.
impossible.
Yeah.
They wouldn't give it to you. But so a lot of time, me and my friends always talk about, like, do you do a 3 or 4 team? Because 4-team parlays are almost impossible. But you bet like $30, you could win like 700 on a 4-team parlay. So that means you get 4 things right. But all 4 have to happen to get it.
Okay. Are you parlaying this weekend?
I'll probably parlay because then you don't lose as much.
Parlay.
But then
Does
how
that
do
make
you-
sense? It's fun, but you don't lose as much.
How do you do that though? Like because you can't do it legally.
So
here in
if I
Minnesota.
was watching right now, I would just drive to Diamond Joe's in northern Iowa, take an hour-and-a-half trip.
Can you drive to Wisconsin and do it? Is there
I
any
think there's
casinos
one in
in
Wisconsin?
St. Croix, Turtle Lake.
Turtle Lake.
That's about the same.
Okay.
Depends on where you live. If you live in Burnsville, go an hour and a half. If you live in Forest Lake, just huck a
Hour and a half. That's not worth it. I'm just gonna wait until it's legal on the apps. That's a long way to drive.
It is. I actually have more fun doing regular DraftKings. Do you know what they've had that for years, legal in Minnesota, and that's
Oh.
gambling.
What is that?
You draft a fantasy team.
Oh, okay.
So I go on there and I'm like, I want Patrick Mahomes on my team, and then I want Christian McCaffrey on my team, and then
So you can do that specifically for the Super Bowl.
you can do it whenever you want. I do it
Okay.
all the time. I'll do a $50 bet probably because the Super Bowl's special. Typically, I'll just do a $20 team. I have one actually this year. I won $500 on a $20 bet. It's fun.
Because you won.
And then I think I lost it slowly throughout the year. I think I went even this year. It's great.
That's all I
Gambling.
It was a good year.
I'm gonna download this. I want to bet. I want to do things.
For me, sports gambling is great because like you go to the casino, $100 in a slot machine. That's like 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
See, I do the penny slots. Literally, it's a penny each time.
But then it's like, why are you there? Just
You win
to booze?
$10 at a time.
Just have fun.
Yeah, it's
People watch.
yeah.
People watching
Have
at a casino.
concern for a lot of folks. that I'm
People
like,
watching
how
at a
long have you been
casino.
here? Do you need water?
They're just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
get
it's
how-
tough. I can get lost in there. I've been there for 24
It's
straight
all
hours.
about being responsible. If you're going
Be
to gamble, if you're
responsible.
going to do anything out there in terms of gambling, because it's 68 million people are supposed to place a bet for the Super Bowl, $23 billion. Whatever you're doing, do not gamble away your
Yeah.
paychecks, your family's food fund.
Disclaimer.
Like,
If you
yeah,
have issues,
disclaimer,
there are
large
gambling
disclaimer.
helplines out there too.
Yes,
It is weird that it's just becoming so normal now.
it is.
It used to be taboo,
Especially
kind of like weed.
Like
Same thing.
Having a Super Bowl in Las Vegas years ago would have been crazy because the NFL
They-
and all the
oh, yeah.
sports did not want to associate anything, in any way with.
Right? They're like,
with
"What?
gambling.
You gamble?"
Yeah.
And now they're like, "Yeah,
Hand in
we
hand.
gamble. Every team's going to Vegas
What else did
now."
you say? $23 billion.
Yeah, 68 million people expected
The
to
fact
place
it's
a
in
wager,
Vegas.
all of it totaling $23 billion.
All right,
This
so
is the
Johnny,
most expensive Super Bowl on record.
Johnny
by the way.
Economics coming in here. So I've invested in.
Okay, let me get comfortable.
So it's very easy to invest in DraftKings. Okay, that company's up 200% this year. 190, in the past year, it's probably up 150 to 200%.
That was probably smart to get in. When sports gambling really started blowing up a couple of years ago, it was smart to get in on that ground floor.
Now, I got it, and stocks don't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't work perfectly in line with how things are working. I bought it. I bought some shares at $65 back when it's launched and sports gambling was going. Thing tanked all the way to $11. Lost 80% of my investment. Right? And you're like, well, it's over. But then if you keep buying it more and more at the ground floor at $11, now it's at 40. So it's 4x'd since it dropped. Now, it's not to its all-time high yet. So in my opinion, this thing's got 10, 20, 30 years to go. But I've actually made money on my investment in the gambling world. And FanDuel's not public, only DraftKings. So they're the only ones. So I'm
Do you
just
use
saying,
Robinhood still, or is that like kind of?
I use Weeble.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
It's like any investing app. You could do that on like Fidelity and all that stuff.
I have Acorns.
That'll work.
Can you show me how to use it, by the way? I don't know how to invest.
I just want to be
First of
very
all,
clear. It takes
cancel
years.
Your Sirius Radio and then gamble. Okay, I'm his financial helper here.
As soon as people get excited, like I show some of my portfolio at a good time, because that's when people show their portfolios. Like, look, it's been great for a year. And then it's usually bad for like 3 years. So when you're buying stocks, you typically expect them to be red for 3 to 5 years. That's the
Buy low.
And sell
Sell
high?
high.
So if you bought now, you'd be buying high.
Okay.
So you don't, and you know how long you have to wait till it to get low again? It could be years. So what I do is I average in. I take my emotions out of it, which I'm a very emotional guy.
He cries all
Take
the time.
$50 of your paycheck and huck it to a risky investment like DraftKings or
50% of your paycheck.
$50.
Not 50%.
Oh, I thought you said 50%.
Something like a few McDonald's. Something you can easily say, all right, I won't go to Starbucks 5 times this month. Take that $25 like Acorns, huck it to some risky investment, because if it's gone in your head, it doesn't matter. And that's how I've always looked at it. And typically you make money on risky investments. They might go down huge. Like I got one going down 25%, whole portfolio going down 25%. I don't care, because it was dead in my head.
Deadhead. Johnny Economics.
Does that help?
Johnny Economics.
All right.
That was a great breakdown of everything.
Thank you, Johnny, for that.
We're
Are you
getting on my
sure?
Acorns.
Are
No,
you
we're
sure?
getting on my Acorn app here in a few
Oh,
minutes when we're
God.
done.
We're
with
going
this.
to call Sirius and
It's actually
get you
very,
$40
I
a
will
month.
tell you, it's way more addicting than gambling, so
Yeah.
way more.
It is gambling.
It is, but it's all right, 34 degrees, I'm done.
Our directors are like,
Yeah, sorry.
shut up,
Yeah.
Johnny Economics.
Wrap it up.
We love
All right.
you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Bye-bye.
watching.
Thank you for
Love
watching
Mom.
CNBC this morning. We appreciate
Oh,
it.
no.
Have a great day.